Good morning, everyone. My name is Harsh Patel, and I'll be starting our presentation today. I'm presenting this Silex project along with my group members Dhruv Kumar Panchal, Shaksham Dahal, Rahul Gujar, and Sahil Singh Bist. So our executive summary, it's our Silex project is based on a real company called Faka Fasteners, and which is a fastener distribution in Ontario. The company has grown very fast over the years. Right now, they handle around 12,000 items in their main warehouses and almost around 50,000 items across other locations as well. Even with this growth, their warehouse still runs mostly on paperwork and staff memory. And this current accounting system works fine for billing, but it does not really help with the warehouse operations. Because of this, they face problems like, for example, slow order picking, unclear storage locations, and no real-time inventory tracking as well. So our project looks at these problems and suggests a better way to manage them. The next slide, our current overview. So if we look at how things are happening right now, most warehouses work depends on how experienced the staff is instead of like following a proper system. There is no fixed bin numbering or organized layout, but employees mostly remember where items are kept, which works only if the same people are working every single day. And inventory is tracked using pen and paper, so updates are really slow, and sometimes the system also shows stocks available but physically it's not there, and sometimes it is the opposite case as well. So this cause delays and confusion while picking orders as well. So overall, the current way of working makes things slower and harder, especially as the company continues to grow. The next part will be covered by Dhruv.
Thank you, Harsh. I will start with the issue identification. Across the warehouse, a team spends a lot of time searching for items, and peak times change from person to person. There are also occasional stockouts because the recorded quantity doesn't match the actual inventory. These symptoms come from the deeper problem, such as there is no organized bin numbering system, no barcoding or scanning, and no consistent cycle counting process. Because the warehouse system grew informally as the business expanded, it can no longer keep up with the volume and complexity of SKUs. These slides take a closer look at the specific inventory and warehouse challenges contributing to inefficiency and inaccuracies. The inventory challenges become clearer when we examine warehouse operation specifically. The biggest issue is that lack of real-time visibility. Staff must physically check cells to confirm a stock, which slow down the workflow and increase the chances of error. There is also no ABC classification, so fast-moving items aren't in easily accessible area, while slower items takes up the valuable space, which leads to insufficient space usage, longer travel time, and unnecessary overstocking. Additionally, because cycle counts are not structured, small errors accumulated over time. Picking increase the chances of mistake, and with no automation, the system doesn't scale well to satellite warehouses. To better understand the company's position, we conduct a SWOT analysis which outlines their strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. Now I will summarize the SWOT analysis. Strengths: strong workforce, good customer relationships. Weakness: manual process, no real-time visibility, high dependency on memory. Opportunity: implementing a cloud-based WMS like Zoho, ABC optimization, and better space usage. Expansion across multiple warehouses. Threats: competitors already using modern WMS, rising labor costs, customer expectation of faster delivery. This analysis shows that modernizing warehouse operation is essential for Faka Partner to stay competitive. I will now hand it over to Sahil, who will walk through the gap analysis and WMS options.
Thank you, Dhruv. So I will explain about the gap analysis. Right now, Faka Fastener has many problems in the warehouse. We don't have real-time updates. Everything is written by hand, as you can see in current status and the gap security. So also, apart from these, they don't also have no barcode, no cycle counting, and no bin number as well. Stock is not organized and space is completely wasted. Also don't track KPIs and can't manage more than one warehouse. These gaps are big and they cause mistakes like slow work and unhappy customers. So if I move forward to the next slide, that is WMS alternative. So what will be the alternatives for this? I have two options. So first option one is like Zoho inventory. It gives real-time tracking like barcode scanning, bin number, control work in cloud, support many warehouse and shows KPIs. And option two is to keep the manual system like, but this is a paper-based depend on memory and can't grow with the company. So I think that is not a better option as compared to one. So Zoho inventory is the better choice to fix the problem. So if I talk about the benefits of Zoho inventory, like first will be the tangible benefits. So firstly, it saves like 1,250 labor hours every year, cuts picking and shipping mistake by up to half, and also it use warehouse space better and saving up to like 8 to 15K, and it will make inventory more accurate like 5 to 10%. And if I talk about the intangible benefits, easier to grow into new warehouse, like staff don't have to rely on memory, can managers can see KPIs and make better decisions, customer get faster and more accurate services. Overall, Zoho inventory makes the company more efficient, accurate, and ready for the future. Thank you. From now on, Rahul will take the charge.
Thanks, Sahil. So in comparison, we can say that Zoho inventory has moderate upfront cost and lower long-term cost, whereas manual system tends to have lower upfront cost but higher cost in the long term. Accuracy of inventory and picking is high of Zoho inventory and low for manual systems. And in terms of scalability, Zoho inventory can expand to multi-locations, whereas manual system focuses on single warehouse location, and the labor hours are less for Zoho inventory and higher for the manual system. There are some solutions that are recommended by our team. First one could be to implement Zoho inventory with process improvements. Second, to start bin numbering system, quality ABC categorization of inventory, regular and structured cycle counting, training employees on the use of barcode and WMS, and last but not the least, to normalize the SQ master data. Simple and easy approach for the implementation plan would be to clean up SQ data and zone mapping, then to set up the Zoho system and to do pilot testing. After that, it can be implemented to the complete warehouse. Lastly, to stabilize the system by regular review of KPI and optimization of bin location. Talking about the training and roles, roles are classified as project lead, warehouse champions, warehouse team, Zoho support, and IT support. Training can be done in three phases. First one would be the introduction to Zoho inventory. Second is receiving, picking, and packing. And the last training module could be KPI monitoring and cycle counting. Now onwards, my friend Saksham will be presenting the rest of the report. Thank you.
With Zoho inventory and supporting process improvements, we expect strong operational gains. Picking times should decrease because bin locations and standardized workflows reduce reliance on staff memory. Inventory accuracy should improve through cleaner SKU data, structured receiving, and regular cycle counts. Warehouse organization will become more consistent, which should reduce errors during busy period. Overall, this should lead to faster, more reliable order fulfillment and better customer satisfaction. Most importantly, the system gives FACA a scalable foundation to manage continued SKU growth. The main risks are adoption, data and early implementation disruption. Uh, Employees may resist change, so we mitigate this with clear role ownership, hands-on training, and phased rollout. Data leak is another key risk, so we had SKU cleanup and validation before going live. There may be a short-term slowdown during transition, which we reduce by piloting first and scaling gradually. Because it's cloud-based, we should also plan for internet backup or a simple contingency process. So, in conclusion, FACA's manual system is no longer sustainable given growth and increasing SKU complexity. The current setup depends too heavily on informal knowledge, which creates delays and accuracy issues. Zoho Inventory addresses these gaps by improving visibility, standardizing workflows, and supporting better inventory control. A phased implementation helps to reduce disruption while building staff confidence. Long term, this should improve efficiency, accuracy, customer satisfaction, and scalability. The references slide list the sources that support our analysis and recommendation. Thank you for listening.